All right, we have a problem. You know what that problem is? All right, so
Out of here.
we're not on the record. This is your first violation. You can't drink alcohol. You're not allowed to drink alcohol while you're on bond. You do, what's going to end up happening is if there's a second violation report, I will keep an open mind, but maybe you need inpatient treatment. Do you feel you need inpatient treatment?
No, Your Honor.
Then why are you drinking?
It was a mistake, but
No, it's not a mistake. It's a choice because you had to open the bottle. If it's a beer, you had to unscrew it. If it's one of those caps that you need a, what do you call it? A bottle opener. You had to go get the bottle opener. You know, and if it wasn't, you had to get a glass if it was something that you were drinking out of a glass. So these are choices you made every step of the way. And people come before me, they wear crosses, but if you're going to wear a cross, then follow the path. You understand?
yeah,
So what's going on with you?
I'm just working a lot.
Well, I mean, working and drinking. So why are you drinking
I'm not drinking, Your Honor.
according to this? So why? What's going on? What is
Oh,
causing
what
you
happened?
to pick up and drink?
It was my first time using the mouthwash, and I guess it was like in the past I've had it before, and I've never had that issue.
Why do people always come to me with mouthwash? Like I drank some mouthwash. Was it Dr. Tishner's? Because I mean that I would understand because I think that's like 100% or at least 99.9% alcohol. So what mouthwash were you using?
But he quit Walmart brand blue. Very. It won't happen again, Your Honor.
State, what do you want to do with this first violation? All right.
Judge, I've talked to him about that. He is willing to do that. He's actually starting to go to Club 12 as well to show the court he is addressing his problems. My client works 10, 12 hours a day at the Bone.
Bone Bank autographs.
Okay.
And so he is a key member over there. He is working a lot. I think if he takes the alcohol awareness program, I think, and I've talked to him and say, look, you can't put anything that has alcohol in your mouth. You can't do it. I don't care if it's mouthwash. I don't care if it's salad dressing. I don't care what it is. If it has alcohol in it, you can't put it in your mouth because this is what's going to happen. So I think this will be the last time that we're going to have this issue.
All right. And where are we on discovery?
Judge, we got a standard discovery form that I think we filled out last time that we were here. We're just waiting for that all to get put into the system.
All right.
March 20th.
March 24th.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. This is what the court is, and state you may be excused. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to continue with ignition interlock. You had better start reading labels because you're not allowed to put anything in your mouth that has alcohol content. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm going to order 90 sober meetings in 90 days. I'm not going to do the alcohol awareness course.
Okay, Judge. That's fair.
And the reason why I'm doing that, I know that with the alcohol awareness course, there are certain times that's only available at a specific time, and your attorney is telling me that you work a lot of hours.
Thank you.
So with the sober support meetings, they're around 24/7. But you're going to need to do those daily. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now the tension reaches another level because this testimony changes the atmosphere completely. The victim admits there was a firearm in the vehicle, but notice how he explains it. According to him, the gun wasn't loaded and was only meant to scare Aguilar away because they believed they were trapped and in danger. That distinction is critical legally because the defense could argue escalation from both sides. But then comes the moment that stunned the courtroom. Aguilar allegedly yelling, "Shoot me," while continuing the confrontation. That statement immediately shifts the narrative toward mental instability and possible suicidal intent. Still, the victim's reaction tells you everything about how this was perceived in the moment. He doesn't believe Aguilar wanted to die. He believes Aguilar wanted to hurt someone else. That contradiction becomes one of the most important emotional battles in the entire sentencing hearing. Was this desperation, drug psychosis, rage, or all three colliding at once? Because depending on who you believe, this case transforms from tragic mental collapse into outright attempted violence.
Yes,
Did you
Your Honor.
review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends community supervision, and there's a 2-year license suspension. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours community service restitution, and the ignition interlock. Did you understand those were recommendations from this state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Should be contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
Your Honor, I've reviewed that with my client. We have no objection.
All right, state you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client has been attending AA on a regular basis. We came back in here because we had a compliance issue with his ignition interlock a few weeks back. There was an issue with him having some mouthwash. Court admonished him, and he has gotten the message loud and clear. He's been going to AA every day since. He intends to keep on doing that. He's addressing this problem, and he is confident that he can be successful on probation, Judge.
All right, so do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I work at a bone and tissue bank.
Okay. And what do you do there?
I work for sterilization for the processors. For the, how to explain,
Okay, no
deal with
problem.
donors.
All right.
Kind of hard.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. There's a 2-year license suspension. Proof of employment in 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow TAP recommendation. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. I want you to continue with daily AA-NA meetings. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So there's to be daily sober support meetings. Has that been helping you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ignition interlock. State, are you requesting ignition interlock for half the term or until further notice?
Judge, that was not discussed, but the state would be requested until further notice.
All right, so there's going to be ignition interlock until further notice. If you wish to have ignition interlock removed, do not come to the court until half the term of probation has at least expired, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, State. There's 200 hours of community service restitution. Since I'm requiring daily sober meetings, that'll take care of the 200 hours community service restitution. You understand?
Thank you.
So that means you're going to have to do at least 200. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is to be the VIP Live DWI education course. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else that I'm missing?
UAs and
Thank you. The most important thing, regular reporting by Zoom or in person and regular random UAs, and make sure there's testing for alcohol. Sir, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. You know you can kill people when you're driving intoxicated. I have yet to meet anyone that I have represented or that have been in the court before where they've killed someone or injured somebody from driving intoxicated who've said, oh yeah, that was my intent to get drunk and kill somebody. It happens because you're impaired. Don't be that person. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
This speech from the judge may be the most important moment in the entire hearing. Notice the tone shift. It stops being about paperwork, probation terms, and technical violations, and becomes about human consequences. The judge is explaining a reality that many intoxicated drivers never think about in the moment. Almost nobody gets behind the wheel intending to hurt someone. But impairment destroys judgment long before tragedy happens. That's why courts treat repeat DWI offenses so seriously. And honestly, the sentence here is layered very strategically. The judge gives probation instead of prison, but attaches constant monitoring, sober meetings, treatment requirements, random testing, ignition interlock restrictions, and even GPS monitoring later on. This is structured accountability from every angle. One bad decision could activate that suspended prison sentence instantly. The court is effectively saying, we're giving you freedom, but it comes with constant responsibility. And viewers, do you think probation like this truly rehabilitates people, or does it simply delay inevitable consequences?
Or another. This is a felony DWI, so there was a waiting period that we had to go through. He was placed on probation, over a year ago, right now?
A year.
Year this month. And so he's gone through the waiting period. And so we wanted to do an application. Uber fees are killing him.
Okay.
And so he is anxious to be able to at least go to work and drive to work. He still has ignition interlock. We got contacted by Barbara last week, and he asked us to provide her the proof of the ignition interlock with the latest calibration for this month, which
Okay.
we did.
Okay.
And so he's in full compliance, Judge. We just are trying to get him an occupational license so he can.
Okay. So it's required that we have hearings on these. So we're going to go on the record with this hearing. And it appears from my review of the application, everything appears to be in order. The main thing is having the ignition interlock and having insurance. So if for some reason, if your insurance ends up lapsing, then you know you're not allowed to drive.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go on the record. The court is calling 2026 CI 05308 N. Ray Lorenzo Garcia for the defense
David McLean for the defense.
and for the state. All right, this is a request for, I should say, an application for an occupational license. The court is required to have a hearing. Defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this morning we have the application for an occupational license. This is for a felony DWI. My client has completed the requisite time before applying for this license. And so the application is timely now. He has provided attached to the application proof of insurance, his certified driving record, which show that he has not had any other violations or anything since being placed on probation. He currently has ignition interlock in his car. We provided proof of that to the staff attorney last week that has a current calibration and a current fees paid. He is willing to comply with all the requirements this court would impose on him. He just is requesting that he has an application for this occupational license so he can go to work, attend probation, attend court if necessary, go to church and take care of his basic needs.
All right, state.
State of the
Oh, if you can come forward though, please.
I call.
That's okay. All right, if you could sign here, this, you're silent, but this is just approving the form in which it's in. But, all right, so I'm going to grant your application and sign the order. Make sure that you have a copy of this with you at all times. You understand? And read over it because you're only allowed to drive during the times that's presented in the application and in the order, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about anything? Thank you.
Of course.
Okay.
We're going to get certified copies of this right now. Okay. Judge, thank you so much.
All right, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you.